Stacey, the Cecilia, the snake. I knew it. You're still alive, huh? I came all the way from afar. I caught your scent. Ow, you're a snake. How's that work? And followed it right through the theater. Haven't seen Cecilia since she ran off alone in the hollow last time. All right, decision's made. You're my investigation target for today. You're Little Swish's video store manager. Whatever you're up to, I'm tailing you. Want to movie together? You talking? Do you think of watching Stray Paws? The synopsis says a little dog wanders through the hollow and the protagonist takes it in and trains it as a rescue dog. The protagonist says some sketchy cities slickers with bad intentions. Yeah, I get it now. This is totally a horror movie. That's a story about a little dog. Calm down. Oh, so they're friends. Makes sense. Back in the outer ring, I used to get inside a hollow with stray cats and dogs and scavenging for food. Sounds like pretty much the same story. No spoilers. Oh, let's grab tickets and head in already. I'm getting tired of standing out here. Bye. Chop babies, hooray! Meanwhile, in the theater, with snacks. Man, where's my cherry soda? Gravity. Cecilia runs her hand over the cinema seat, pressed down to test its softness. She keeps poking at it and lets it out a satisfying sigh. Before the movie even starts, Cecilia has already completely melted into the warm seat, the theater seat. If this keeps up, she'll fall asleep. I should find a topic to keep her awake. Maybe I should ask her about the stray dogs.
Stray puppies, stray people, stray bamboo. Aren't they everywhere?
Fair.
When two meet, they settle things with a fight and the loser goes hungry. But fighting is exhausting, and puppies can be pretty sneaky.
Sure is.
They often act all cute and sweet just to scam people for free food and drink.
Free?
Wise, remember, don't let any puppy trick you. If you're gonna get tricked, it better be by me.
Oh. Okay. The movie begins and the protagonist puppy wanders alone through the hollow, encountering dangerous cries from time to time. In the next scene, the massive shadow lurking off screen slowly creeps into it again. As for Cecilia, she seems completely immersed in the puppy Rose perspective, anxiously clinging her leg. Until the camera pans, the truth reveals. It's terrifying theory approaching the puppy, but the movie protagonist is the investigator.
What do we do? We're gonna get caught? I'm just a little pup. Wise, didn't you see this wasn't a horror movie?
Lie.
Being alone on this...
Oh, I'll do it again. Give me a second. Now let's go back to where we were. Give me a second.
When... Why?
I'm just time skipping. Don't worry about it. I'm just activating Made in Heaven.
What do we do? We're gonna get caught? I'm just a little pup. Wise, didn't you see this wasn't a horror movie?
Maybe.
That investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad after all. I can't get his scent through the screen, so I can't gauge his strength. But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty weak one. Then it's all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me.
Silly. Looks like you're totally immersed in the little Rosie's perspective.
Immersed? You mean I'm thinking of myself as Ross? Like right now, when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. What about you? Do you immerse yourself in the investigator's perspective too? Well, don't be shy.
Maybe.
I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
Investigator and the puppy bros hold together and survive the man in the car. Holds her breath. Little puppy bros cut along. Danger along the ways. Okay. Okay. The plot unfolds. Rosie finally makes her way out. Cecilia relaxes, her clenches fists loosen. You turn your head, notice she's also turned at some point and looks in your way. She's been quietly watching you for a while now.
What? Come on, spit it out, spit it out!
I don't know. Did what happened in the movie just now scare you?
Oh, of course not. This is just another typical story set in a hollow, right? But I've never seen those kinds of ethereals in a hollow before. License? Why would an ethereal need a... Oh, I get it. They made them look cute on purpose so they wouldn't scare people.
Correct. Cecilia seems to have thought of something interesting and keeps tugging eagerly at your sleeve.
Boys, if you know where they shoot movies like this, you've gotta hook me up!
I don't know.
I'm totally cut out to be this kind of villain. At least if it were me, I wouldn't be making such a mess while eating.
Fair, fair, fair. Well, after finding stray puppies together with Cecilia,
You're right. Having reliable companions is super important. The investigator in the movie keeps suffering because that useless puppy Ross can't do anything right. If only the investigator could pick up a mercenary like they picked up that dog. Put in a bit more effort and who knows? You might even pick up a void hunter that can slice through ethereals in one hit.
true.
How would you know if you don't try? I'm quite the expert at picking things up. Then we can just chill in the back, soak up some sun, and sip drinks while waiting to snag the spoils. After all, I'm not some idiot who'd knowingly walk into danger and get myself killed. Wise, for my sake, don't you dare do anything like that.
You and like 7 others.
This was a flawless success for our cinema investigation. Not only did we find nothing, but we also wasted so much time. Another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again. Sweet!
Hooray, she did it. Yippee. Friendship, lol. I love friendship. Poor little Ross. It finally found its owner. Now it has to follow them into even more dangerous hollows. Talk about bad luck. Not like a little chalky here, but one of my neck. Isn't it cute? Ever since Chalk E became part of my family, I never let it go searching for a food by itself. Sounds like you're pretty much a master. What? Master? She's family. Chalky might be a snake, but to me, she deserves to live even more a lot of humans. You got you got plenty of bamboo at home, right? Just think about it like that, and you'll get it. Damn it! Looks like it's time to report to boss. I have to head back now. No choice. I gotta go back right back. See you next time. All right, we have four more. I know one of them because I get spoiled to me, but it's very funny how it's spoiled to me. I watched Don't Touch on videotape before. Now I've never had a chance to see it in the big screen. Do you want to watch this one together, you saw? Right? Even though every genre has its own charm, the ones that keep you guessing are still the most fun. It may be a fascinating film, but there's a lot you can really dig into, and that's the ending. Uh, no spoilers. Phew! Almost got too excited and spoiled the viewing experience. Looks like the next showing is starting soon. Want to grab the tickets? Sure. Let me just go to Don't Touch. Meanwhile, in the theater. Man, I love my sherry soda. Gravity. Yuzo looks pretty excited. You know she's seen this movie before. She looks like she's looking forward to it. Good for her. Since Yuzo has seen this movie before, maybe we just talk about why she chose to watch it again. But Yuzo seems to be really care about others' view experiences. So let's avoid asking questions that might spoil the movie story. And there's a good reason. Yeah, that does make sense.
Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story.
As the movie begins, the camera slowly pans down to reveal the transparent tentacle. Woo-woo. So when the tentacle touches the doll, it starts reading and transmorphing. It's morphing. As Doctor exterminates the allies' tissues.
These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I was thinking. But
I love reading minds.
seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's what I call the perfect partner for pranks. You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some cats, the little guy threw a fit for ages once we got back. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, maybe we could mess with Kama too.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand, it was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
Jump there. Dr. Zemer's face continues morphing under the fish-eye lens, occasionally transforming into other people's faces. It transforms. It's morphing time. And around here, objects are dancing, spinning, and swaying where they will stand, like a sample of eliminate objects. That's right. Turns out Saru was the one who leading the investigation, isn't all human, but by the same alien form he was studying. But the alien replaced the doctor, that the doctor never existed in the first place? No one knows. I already see Yusa's expression gleams with the excitement. Everything in her eye twinkles. It's completely memorizing, as if she's been drowned into the scene. The scene fades out, the eerie image returns to normal, and Yusa lets out a sigh, soft sigh, letting her tense body release.
That was quite the scene just now. But
What's wrong, Yusa? Run on check with Yusa expression and turns her finger in her head to bump into her finger, okay? What about it? And the light dims, the young lady glances in your way and she smiles. Good. I want you to smile in my presence. Should.
I just touched you.
Ugh.
If I were some kind of alien, then you should be worried about being completely replaced by me.
Actually, I'm an alien.
Uh-oh, you've completely turned the tables on me. When you morph into me, just remember to feed Kama on time. And don't let him have too many snacks.
Too bad. You finished watching Don't Touch Reviews of her.
Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was.
Yeah, in a way, but still felt
Know
good.
what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right?
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Yeah, French Reviews, yippee! We did
I'm
it, Chad.
so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
Boom, friendship. Let me see. There's some things in the world that are much better, so we can still choose if we want to touch them. Choosing to give up on all the possibilities that came from reaching out to each other just because you're afraid feels like a waste of time to me. Oh, sorry. I just love the film so much. Once I start talking, I can't stop talking about it. Tell me more. Just butter me up. Won't you get any reward? You know. Boo. I had a great time watching the movie with you. If we get the chance next time, let's get out together again. Lycon. That film. Nihility. I wonder if it might interest you. That's one kind of disaster theme. Is that kind of movie you like, Daikon? I wouldn't call it a preference, per se. Just something I just heard, in passing. The tragedy leads not in the destruction of the body, but in how thoroughly our supposed meaning is devoured by nothingness. The film really stuck with me. Seems like the perfect chance to watch it together with you. I'm sure watching it with you will lead some truly profound insights. Sure, got nothing else to do. Just chill and relax. I think this is new. Yeah, I think it's a new movie I haven't seen. Well, Icon, let's just get into our comfy seats and a lovely time. Gravity. Perfect. Icon seems really into it. I heard the plot of Nihility is pretty depressing. What would someone as rational as Icon make of this? Should I test the waters and see what he thinks first?
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human nature to the test. Definitely something worth paying attention to. In a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization, a tragic ending is all but inevitable.
Hmm.
But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the tragedy with you is, in itself, a valuable thought exercise.
That's good. The film opens in a calm shots depicting a busting, lean yet freeing. Beneath the orderly facade, in discussion oppression, permanence. At the academic conference, the protagonist clearly presents her theory in the room full of elites. So the camera slowly fixes, she returns to her empty home, greedily only by a mechanical assistant, her late mother left behind. Aww. Worried, the protagonist rests her head on the mechanical girl's cold shoulder, the faint whirring of machine humming softly from the speaker.
One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude.
Thankfully, she had an idea of someone by her side.
Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
His voice is low, carrying a note of complexity. As he is also examining through the movie the same principles he holds dear.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
Delusions? Angels? The movie reaches its climax as disaster fully erupts. The city is swallowed by nihility, and civilized order cease to exist. The protagonist and the mechanical girl activates the final device in the underground lab, trying to run from the tide. The massive wave of energy comes rushing in. The mechanical girl resolutely changes the overload energy into herself. In the final moments, she looked at the protagonist. She mechanical arm began to disintegrate in the blinking of an eye. For the first time, her optical sensors stimulate an expression of tender on her mechanical body. The icon seems to be moved by the movie. You can see his jawline tense up if he's holding something back. The mechanical girl dissipates completely. At the same time, the protagonist is pushed by the basement and collapses at the edge of the world's succumbing annihilation. In the sky, the faint ray of hope they created together is swallowed by the endless void. The prolonged white light on the screen plunges the theater into white. Lycon doesn't speak right away, as if observing the moment of silent mourning. He finally speaks, his voice regained composure.
In the end, even the noblest resolve of one individual couldn't reverse the torrent as collective consciousness came crashing down. The power of this work lies in forcing viewers to confront the most fundamental contradiction.
Life.
It is not about whether success is possible, but whether it is worthwhile. It is about order, about loyalty, about the meaning of persistence in a battle that's doomed to fail. Thank you for watching this thought-provoking work with me. I was truly moved.
Hooray! Hooray! Good movie, hooray! You finished watching Nihility while with Lycon. The world isn't saved in the end. The full, pure white of the screen seems to drill all the sound and color from the theater, leaving only heavy silence. What's on Lycon's mind? Then civilization, or the helplessness of loyalty? He seems more solemn than usual. Maybe I should say something.
Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope. But it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility.
Okay, makes sense to me.
What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end, that resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
Hooray! Hooray! Hold on. That the work portrays ultimate nothingness, yet somehow make you want to cling even more tightly to what's real one. You step away from the scene, like a cup of tea at just the right temperature, and the companion worth of your loyalty. Being able to share this time with you is a blessing in itself. Pleasure's all mine, Lycon. It's an honor to hear you say that. If you ever come across another thought-provoking work like this and need a companion, I'll be more than happy to join you. Things were a bit rushed this time. I don't have the time to prepare properly. Next time, I'll bring homemade cookies and tea. Perfect to enjoy together in a sunlight spot after a film that really lingers to soothe the set the mind. Even though the nihility points the blankness picture, but being able to witness it with you and think about how to resist this nihility that alone is enough to drive away much of the chill. Who we got? Sweetie! Oh, Phaeton's not gonna be happy. Oh boy. Oh, hi, little master. Is that you? Running into an old friend far from home is an even nicer surprise than I expected. The clerks at Simmer just gave me a few movie tickets. They said they're just a good film showing the urgent need to take a look. Sweetie, did you come here from the hot pot? You get free movie tickets with a hot pot? Oh, you get it wrong. My shop does business with Simmer, and since it's Gilded Carrot Day, the boss sent me here to help keep the w- relationship up. It's all about the give and take. See, I trade a few of our signature pastries for some movie tickets. All right, I got quite a few tickets. I was just wondering who to watch with. If you don't mind, do you the honors to watch with me? Sure, that's all right. That's all I needed here. Since you run a movie video store, you little master, you must know the film. If you're up to it, I'll leave the pics entirely to you. What kind of movie do you feel like watching, sweetie? I have to go with whatever you pick. But since the holidays, how mood something funny, upbeat, and festive. Got any recommendations? Let's go see Small Body Big Crisis. All right? I trust a long-time regular like you. Do you have good taste? Ah, what a nice day. I just hope fate it's not behind me with a gun pointing at me. Ugh. Gravity.
Hmm.
Sweetie glances around the interior and cozy and curious eyes look pretty pleased with what she sees.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin.
Is that how you say it? Yum Chasin?
I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great too.
Sweetie doesn't seem to visit the cinema much, but looks pretty interested in the popcorn.
I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much fair, yeah.
Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus Quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Tassin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But
Oh.
every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it.
Wanna try it?
Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time.
Bob turns to Bangbu while the Bangbu becomes human, and an unexpected body swap flips their lives upside down. At first, the swap causes endless chaos from both ends. Giants can't help but crackle. Amidst the laughter, Sweetie seems a bit out of place as she's quietly
Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open air cinema back when I was a kid.
Oh.
I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yumcha scene employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bangbu. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Bob finally tracks down the Bangbu possesses his body. Turns out it was just his lost job and ends up slinging plates at a diner. Well, that's pretty good. Terrible communication. Always ends up stirring in trouble. Bob completely pretends to be a customer just to mess with it, but as a Bangbu, he's the one who gets the short end of the stick. He keeps raging and there's nothing he can do about it. Glancing over, Sweetie is laughing so hard that tears are coming out of her corners of her eyes. Maybe Sweetie would rather talk about the movie than just chat about work.
There are plenty of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a Bangbu.
That's fair, yeah.
This idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bangbu, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yumcha Scene, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bangbu you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only I could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second.
Hmm. You finished watching the Small Body Crisis? Cool. Well, Butron's body returns to the regular day life. Boom. But his daily life is different from particular. They reclaim something precious in their hearts and passion gained for the life of another. Thus turns up a brand new chapter in their lives. Like where's the scene, but still lingering in her face. Sweet will glue to her face. Let's ask her about her pain.
If you're looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed.
That'll be fine.
My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside.
What a vivid description.
You think so too?
Hmm.
I thought you'd find my take too simple.
No, it's interesting.
To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most.
Hmm.
This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt.
Hooray, I have friendship. You be what she has to
It
say.
wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula.
Ah,
It
fair.
won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Sorry, friendship. Since we already shared this movie experience, Little Master, I hope you come by again. We'll do our best to give you a warm welcome every time. So that's why you gave me the tickets. Guess there's no such thing as free lunch. Oh, come on. I really do want to watch a movie with you, Little Master. I really do want you to come by Yoon Chun's and more often too. After all, I really treasure the bond we share. Give and take it is what keeps our friendship going strong, don't you think? I kind of was a win. Alright, it's not this one, it's what happens in Twin. The Angels of Delulus. Manager, over here. We already got the tickets to the Dreamland journey. Sana and Arya spent ages searching the internet and thought it would be a perfect for us to watch together. Hmm? Gee, Sana. Gee, Rick. We went through tons of movies narrowed down to a short list and then had a fierce three-way vote before finally settling on this one. Guang. The manager's runtime was perfect, and it finally cut into his gaming time of back home. Sana figured a fairy tale movie was the safe pick, even if it didn't blow everyone away. At least nobody would hate it. Wow. As for Arya, she hadn't seen any of it, so she would be interested in all of it, and just went along with the vote. What do you think, manager? You want to choose a different movie? We can always hold another vote. I like this one. Wow. Then a full vote. Angels Illusions are heading to Dreamland. Oh, hurry! Smash Bros! With the manager. Oh, right. Manager, close your eyes and pick a movie ticket. We can't get 4 seats together, but you can draw one first. You casually pull out the ticket from the row. Movie ticket Nangwang is holding. Nangwang keeps one for herself and gives the remaining one to Sana and Arya. Wow. Movie partners lottery results are in. Manager and I sing together, while Sana and Arya sit together. Let's go. The coffee mate. The 4 of us enter the theater. Oh, this is it. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Gravity. There it is. The random girl gift. The random girl gift. There she is. She's gonna wave at us. Beside you, Nangwang adjusts her posture, sitting in the most relaxed position enjoying the movie. Nangwang tugs on your sleeve.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good.
Okay.
Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager?
That's a spoiler, isn't it?
You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you.
It probably isn't worth reading.
Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager, you wouldn't find out either.
Sometimes it's impossible to follow Nangwang's train of thought. But she's definitely interesting in the movie. Should we keep talking about it?
Before deciding to watch this movie, I had a dream about it last night.
A dream from Dreamland. Oh my gosh, Smash
In my
Bros.
dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song.
Cool.
I and Juno were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up.
It's okay,
Even though the
Slimy.
dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign.
The movie begins and Lillian accidentally enters the mysterious Wonderland. Wonderland? Oh my gosh, Alice in Wonderland? Alice the bunny? The red bunny? Oh my gosh, rabbit reference? Too many references? But Nagwang seems Smile doesn't seem like quite so innocent.
You got me. Can't blame anyone for wanting to pinch something that looks that squishy.
I hope Kete the Seventh doesn't see this. We're on a date with his Oshi, his wife, his everything. Please, Kete the Seventh, please. It's not me, I swear. We're just friends, I swear.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
In the cinematic wonderland, even the colors come alive and flow, like the ocean. Countless paper butterflies fly towards Lillian, catching her shoulders and carrying her into the skies. That's gotta be a lot of butterflies to do that. The freedom of the beauty of this scene draws soft gasps of admiration from the audience. Naguan is so focused she completely forgot about the chocolate in her hand. Looks like it's about to melt.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on. Now that you mention it.
Hmm?
Just as expected. Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe.
It's funny.
Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay?
Blackmail, no. Hooray! Hooray! Good movie, hooray! You finished watching Dreamland Journey with the Angel's Delusion.
Too bad I've never really been interested in profound truths, no matter how they're presented. All I want is for Lillian to have a happy ending in this wonderland. That's enough for me.
Right.
Plus, Suna and Arya seem to be having a great time too. Isn't that what fairy tales are all about? Making people believe the world can be a better place? You're smiling too. That means you agree with my point, right?
Hooray!
The
What she has
one-sided
seen.
collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
Yippee! Boom. Thanks for sticking with us, though, the whole movie manager. Are you heading back for training? That was the plan, but inspiration just hit. I really had to head back and write down a song. Ah, I knew it. Wait, what? I knew it. No worries, no worries. Rungo and I are gonna head back to dance practice first. Wow. Yeah, next time you visit us, manager, you might get to hear our brand new fantasy style song. Suna, you're not gonna bail on us, are you? Don't worry, I won't let you down this time. Woohoo! Woohoo! Bum 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 bum. Cinematic masterpiece. Cinematic. Um. Uh. What I mean? Boom. Boom. I claim this. I go here. Mood maker. I'm a star. A great big star.